Welcome to Cleve, Loveland, and the Lone Ranger Show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I am the Lone Ranger, and Cleve Loveland of Loveland Properties. Cleve and I are here today to make sure that you always have all the facts when you're looking at purchasing a piece of real estate, maybe buying an investment property or move-up home.
Wait.
What?
Let me do that.
Did I step on your?
Let me do the intro. I'll let you talk.
You want to do the intro?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead. Start again. All right, ready? How about you start? That's Cleve Loveland.
Thank you for joining Cleve Loveland and Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, for all your real estate and mortgage news coming to you every Saturday as it has for the past 25 years. You want to know what's going on in real estate, what are interest rates at, how do you get ready to sell a house, buy a house, you want to manage your investment property, know what's the right way to do that. This is the show to listen to. We will give you all your real estate news.
Not the fake news?
Not the fake news. This is Cleve Loveland. I've been doing this longer than most agents have even been alive. So we sell more homes in a month than most agents sell in a year. So I want to talk about inventory. This is what's driving our market right now. We've got the lowest inventory, Bruce, that we've had in probably since 2005, and it was really crazy low then, and fueled by the wrong things, bad mortgages and things like that. But we're about 4,000 homes. But what I did see, and we've got people sitting, they've got people at risk in their house. They don't want to show their home. They don't want to get out and look because of COVID. Okay, that's part of the market being tight. Part of it's those interest rates you had, those awesome interest rates, and they're still unbelievable.
They're still
unbelievable. But what's good about this market in Central Florida is it's steady. And the builders are not overbuilding. They're limited by supply chain demand and things like that. They're kind of tight on what they're selling right now, which is good. We do not want anybody overbuilding. But right now, even if inventory doubled, we still have a seller's market with slow appreciation.
Well, double would only be 3 months worth of inventory.
Here is the interesting part. This is why I have a job. Because we can talk in general about the Central Florida real estate market and the nationwide real estate market. But when I go to somebody's house, I'm talking about their real estate market. And that is their 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,900 square foot home they bought 5 years ago. And since then, they've had twins. They've gotten 2 job promotions, paid off 2 cars. Now they're ready to buy the $800,000 house. Whatever it might be, your market is your market to you.
It's specific to you.
And as realtors, we sit down and we look at how can I help you reach as my company, how can we help you reach your real estate goal? Answer your questions, solve your problems. I will help you save money getting the house ready to sell. I'll tell you if it's the right time for you to sell. Tell me what you want. We can go look at what you might want to buy. If I know about what you will sell for, we can put you in the car and go look at what you might want to buy because your house will probably sell. Usually I'm selling houses in under 5. The average right now for homes is about 4.5 weeks. I'm selling them in about 2.5 weeks on average across all price ranges.
Right.
If you're in a starter price range, anything below $350, you're probably going to have multiple offers. So that's what we do is we sit there and we'll look at your real estate market. What's important to you? Mom and dad are still living with you. Their retirement home is not, they're going back to assisted living. They're going to go to their retirement home in North Carolina. Whatever it is, whatever's happening with your family. I help people 6 months, a year and a half before they're even ready, Bruce.
Well, and that's preparation.
Yep, I save people so much money by doing the right things. I see so many people spend too much money getting a house ready to sell, and especially in this market, if you're going into another place where there might be multiple offers, you don't want to remodel the kitchen. Either save that $20,000 in case you need it to put down on the house you're buying to show the buyer, show the seller on that home that you're really serious and you're willing to go.
Right now, and if somebody did need to renovate a kitchen, you would advise them, hey, look at your kitchen's got, holes in the cabinetry.
Something like that, yes.
Right. But other than that, you're finding, when I hear you talking to clients, you're finding that most of the time you're like, hold the phone. Let's just figure out what we can do with the property right now, because you typically won't get the amount out of it that you put into it.
You don't. And usually my rule of thumb, and I can walk through a house and tell people what to do, it's usually 1% to 2% of the price. And what I'll see people, they're willing to spend sometimes, they're willing to spend 4, 5, 6% of the price of what they're selling. And that can be a ton of money on a $500,000 home, and it's things they think need to be fixed. But let the next buyer pick them. Let the next buyer pick the paint color, maybe not paint color, but let them pick the tile, pick the type of wood, pick the type of cabinets, pick the type of granite they're going to use. Save that for your next home.
You'd be better off to give them a seller credit for closing costs.
Yes, something like that. So all of those things come into play, and I do this literally. Right now, Bruce, I'm seeing about 30 to 40 offers every month. And I know how to make a good one work. I know how to get the most money out of squeeze the most money out of an offer. and also the buyer that will close. Talk about what's really helping people with our multiple offer situations is your fast track program.
Well, when you're, anytime you're making an offer, you want to position yourself so that you are the most attractive offer. Well, what's more attractive than cash, right? So a cash buyer is always going to be put at the top of the line. The problem is that cash buyers come in 10, 15, even 25% lower than the ask price, typically. Now, you see some of these hedge funds coming in that are pretty close to offer price, but typically you're going to see a low cash offer. So the way to win the winning offer, or to be chosen by the seller, is to be appearing that you are as close to a cash buyer as possible. Well, when lenders pre-approve clients, they first of all start with a pre-qualification. That's a phone call from you, and that is a credit report and a conversation about your income and your assets. So that's a pre-qualification. It doesn't mean anything. Then the next step is a pre-approval. You've sent me your tax returns if you're self-employed, your W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, photo ID. Now that's a pre-approval. That's where most lenders stop and send you out to go shopping. I take it to the next step. Well, the next step typically would be you go find a house, you go into contract, you pay for an appraisal up front, then I send you underwriting. I flip that upside down. I take you from pre-approval to underwriting. You go shop for a home now. Now your loan is already pre-approved and fully approved with an underwriter. That allows you to close fast and me call the listing agent, call the seller, and guarantee that if I don't close that transaction and close it on time, I will pay their seller $100 a day for every day I miss that closing. Now, I have a limit of 5 days, but how many times do you think that's ever happened to me?
Not many.
One time.
Yep.
One time.
Well, the fact that you're willing to do that, Bruce, I got, let's see, in the past, since we did our show last weekend, I had 3 listings we put on. All 3 got multiple offers. And I think I had a total on 3 properties. I had a total of about 12, 13 offers. I had 3 phone calls from agents and 0 calls from other lenders.
Well, you know what? They don't understand that if the lender isn't involved in helping you get the home, then find a different lender. So that and people ask me that. Why should I choose you? Well, first of all, my rates are going to be competitive, so I'll be in there with everybody else, but my rates will be competitive. You're going to like my rates. I promise you that. But most importantly, you have me to help you get the transaction. So I will physically contact the listing agent. I'll guarantee a close time. I answer my phone. I update pre-approvals on the weekend. I have always 7 days a week, 2 of my loan officers on call, including Saturdays and Sundays. So there's somebody available on my team. So if you're a realtor out there and you can't reach loan officers on the weekend, by the way, if you choose a bank, if you're a buyer out there and you choose your bank, then you are already at a disadvantage because real estate agents don't like clients that go to banks. You may think your bank loves you and they know all about you. They don't know anything about you. They know how to take your deposits, but they don't know anything about you. You want a lender that's going to be an advocate for you to become the winning offer. That's what I do. I contact the listing agent and I guarantee that if I don't close it, then I'll pay the seller. Well, who does that?
Let me ask you something, Bruce. One thing that's been helping some buyers, I've heard about, we've talked to some of our buyers about doing this, is you get somebody approved for a 10% down loan. You get them fast-tracked, and conceivably they've got 20%, but they could use that to go a little bit above appraisal if they want to. That's some extra slack in the offer. We've been doing that. Also, one thing we've been doing for our Loveland Properties buyers, offer to pay the seller's doc and title insurance. That saves the seller about 1.5% of their purchase price.
Pretty
if you're
close
willing to go
it.
above list, it also makes the appraisal a little easier, but it gets you noticed. You're doing something hardly anybody else is doing.
The other thing I suggest you do is put down in escrow the amount of money that you would put down in down payment. So if you're buying a $300,000 house and you're planning on putting down 10%, then put $30,000 in escrow.
Yeah.
Show that seller that you mean business.
Yeah.
Call the loan arranger. If you want to get pre-qualified, you should call the loan arranger. 407-250-9144. Write that number down. You're going to need it. 407-250-9144. Or visit my website and apply online at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Don't forget it.
All right, Cleve, Loveland. Also this time, what I've been doing for a lot of people, Bruce, is I am hearing when I sit down with people and tell them what they're going to get for their home, they're pleasantly surprised by about 10%. And it's really amazing because then they look at what they can buy. They're like, oh, wow, okay, I've got extra cash coming out of the old house. I can go to the price range I want. And then, or I've got some extra powder. I've got extra down payment where they can show that, hey, I'm a 20% down buyer, but I can put another 20% down cash if I need to.
Sure.
So all these things help when you're writing an offer. If you need to reach me, Cleve Loveland, call 407-352-8118, 352-8118. Chances are you're looking up and down your street, one of those rooftops on your street. We have helped buy, sell, or managed it as an investment property in the last 40 years. We've been all over Central Florida, anywhere within the sound of my voice, from the Ocala Forest. I'm actually getting a listing near the Ocala Forest.
I love it.
I'm getting 10 acres with a big home project that started on it and a big guest apartment. Getting that 10 acres, probably listing that this week. But I'll have all kinds of stuff. We go all the way south into Winter Haven. And sold all around Legoland. Anywhere within the sound of my voice, we can help you with real estate. Give us a call at 407-352-8118. We got a couple minutes, right, Bruce?
Yeah, we do. Or you can call the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144 or apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. You know, Cleve, they can watch us on our YouTube page too.
Yep.
Right? If they want to go back and check us out, we also have a podcast that we're doing as well. So check us out on that. If you miss us, you can check us out. Now I'm doing a class that I am holding on construction perm financing, not only for real estate agents, but for you, my listening audience. So if you don't want to be in the rat race to be involved and be a competitor on a multiple offer situation, if you don't want to live in the community that every fifth house is the same as the house that you're looking at, it's just the garage is on the opposite side of the house. If that's not what you want, then, and you want to build your own home on your own lot, maybe you haven't even found the lot, I can show you how to either build on your own lot or find a lot, and I'll include everything, and you build your own dream home, and you don't have to sweat it. All we got to do is build the home that you want. That's my construction perm lending class. Most people don't understand construction perms. Most real estate agents don't understand construction perm loans, and I'll show you how you can capitalize on that and be a better servant leader as a real estate agent to your clients. You don't want to miss this class. It's very important. If you're a small builder and you want to see how my construction perm loans work, I believe that my construction to perm loans are the very best CP loans in the market. I'm the only one that has conventional, FHA, and VA construction.
Never heard of
perms.
anybody having that in my 30 years.
Nobody has it. Nobody has
That's
it.
March 30th at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. That's a Zoom call. You must go to WeBringYouHome.com. Go to my events page. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Write that down. WeBringYouHome.com. Go to my events page. You'll check out the date of March 30th, 10 a.m. You must register in advance. I only have 100 seats available. That's it. And then I'm cutting off. So I want audiences that are going to pay attention and learn, and I'm going to tell you how you can get into your own home on your own lot or find a lot and build your home.
We got a break. Phone numbers?
407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144 for the Lone Ranger.
For Central Florida's voice of real estate, Cleve Loveland, call me at 407-352-8118 or go to cleveloveland.com.
Hey, when we get back, I want to talk about your offer
door and open
door pads, the maxi,
the iBuyers,
maxi eyes,
low ball offers. All right, we will talk about
that. So we're going to talk about that because we got one recently and it was a freaking joke. All right, we'll be right back.